given all the coverage about investigations and the like, it's kind of overshadowed the sense of grief and mourning. Mrs. Jackson said last Friday, I've lost my baby. She was talking through tears. Michael was a good boy. I've lost my son. And so I sat there with her and Mr. Jackson as they kind of worked through some of their grieving. To me, the redemptive dimension has been all doubts removed about Michael's stature as a global musical icon. The response from Bucharest and Russia and London and Apollo has been very gratifying to them. The unanswered questions around what happened when the last few hours, that's the glass in the wound. You would think the doctor would have called them as a courtesy. Here's what happened to your son in the last hours. That call did not come. He did not call the coroner, apparently. Didn't sign the death certificate. For some time was absent for whatever reasons. Car was impounded, which is quite suggestive. Then shows up eventually with a lawyer. So that part was troubling. And now, of course, what was an inquiry is now an investigation, full-scale investigation. But now it's going beyond that to the whole medical industry on investigation for the use of the availability, the easy access to harmful prescription drugs that get bought across the counter. So the impact of Michael's death has not just been felt in music by fans, but its impact upon reassessing global medicine and medical practices.
I know there were some new warrants issued the last couple of days. What do you know about that part of the investigation? Anything at all?
Don't know anything about it. All I know is that these unanswered questions about what happened the last few hours, the family deserves to know that. I do know that the investigation is serious. It's not a casual inquiry, there's an investigation. And just as in Dr. King, the wake of Dr. King's death, a byproduct, the ripple effect was to reassess human rights and social relations in our country and in the world. The rippling effect of Michael's death would not just be entertainment, it would be about boutique doctors, it would be about medicines across the counter, the impact of the anesthesia on your liver and all of that. So I think he's kicked up a full-scale global medical investigation and medical practices. In the end, I guess our last conversation, he was on a kind of an exciting high because the tickets being sold so quickly in London was confirmation that the king still had his crown.